Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. My name's Marie. My business, social media handles, website, and YouTube channel are Mareevuitton. In this series, I'm going to give you the short form videos of the most used how-tos in Studio Designer. These videos are the remake of last year's how-to series, but you may have noticed that Studio Designer got a bit of a facelift in 2025. That prompted me to reshoot all these videos to help the new users because the screen is going to look a bit different. Okay, the processes and teachings, my tips and tricks remain the same. But again, I just want to make sure that I reshoot them because of the way that it looks different on screen. Okay, so as always, please leave your feedback and questions in the comment section and be sure to hit the thumbs up button if you found the video useful. Subscribe to stay updated. Now let's dive in. In this video, we are going to go over how to track and sell items in inventory. So in the case that we're going to go over, I am going to take the table that we just took into inventory. So if you haven't watched that video, refer to that. But we do have it here. You can confirm. I usually start here because I want to confirm what we have, and we have the history before I just jump into a project and try to sell something. I want to know what's going on, how many we have, if anything's on proposal. So I like to double check because people are notorious for proposing and then just leaving it, right? So we need to know that we have that. Okay, so I usually always confirm, and then in a case like this, I'm going to go ahead and sell one of these items. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and put this on client Smith, and we're just going to put it in the foyer, and it just took the next number. Okay, so we now have the details. You can see that it's not asking for a purchase price because we've already purchased it. It's in our inventory. It is giving the selling price. If I wanted to mark it up or down, we can do so here and adjust accordingly. There's usually not a reason to do that. Okay, and you can see that it already makes it taxable to our client in their given tax location. Okay, so I am going to now save and close, and I'm going to go pull this back up for client Smith. Foyer. Okay, so cancel. I'm going to go back to the toolbox and go over to items. Okay, and I'm going to pull up client Smith, and we can filter so it's a little bit better. Okay, so I was able to create the PO for this, and I'm just going to go ahead and pay it because that's typically the cadence, right? We're going to make a payment for it, and I'll just say $305.25. I'm just going to post the vendor payment because now that's what we're going to do. We're going to we set up the item, we now purchased it, and the last and final step to get it in inventory, toolbox, inventory, is we're going to go in here, and you can now see that we've ordered 4 of these items. We've received 3. We've sold 2. We have 1 on hand, which is committed, so we don't have any available. However, we do because we just purchased 1, so I need to receive that. You can see here it's not received. So I'm just going to use the PO, and I'm going to receive the 1 table. Okay, you can see that the confirmation shows above, but let's go back to the item. So we've purchased 4, we've received all 4, we've sold 2, we have 2 on hand, but 1 of those is committed. So I have 1 available. When it shows it's committed, that means it's on a proposal. So if that is a no-go on the proposed one, we can ask them to remove it from the proposal so I can now propose and or sell both of them. Okay, and you can always look at the history. You can see all the different adjustments for things. You can see the purchasing and just the history. So process things correctly. Okay. This is how you set up an item for inventory. We now have one available and we can now sell it. Selling it is also where you would propose it. So we have to propose it first before we know the client will take it, right? So let's leave feedback, comments, and questions in the comments below. And stay tuned for how to track and sell inventory. Thanks.